Imagine your neighborhood gets labeled a zone of special operations, and suddenly you don't have rights.
This new law would let the government declare whole communities zones of special operations.
That means police and soldiers can lock down an area, search people without warrants, and impose curfews.
And yes, the law explicitly says it can override parts of the Constitution.
How can you trust the government to protect your rights when the law itself violates your constitutional rights?
Do you really trust this police force to not abuse this power?
Even after these past few months of power tripping for traffic regulations alone?
This has nothing to do with safety.
This is not a solution to crime.
We have an inequality problem in this country.
A housing problem in this country.
A poverty problem.
And instead of addressing the problems,
The state sends in armed forces to occupy our communities.
And let's be real,
These zones are not going to be in the wealthy neighborhoods that finance and arm the criminal networks in the first place.
for those cheering about targeting criminals, this law is about targeting space.
so just because you live, work, or pass through an area designated as a zone, you're a suspect?
You deserve curfews, searches without a warrant.
Military men in your business scaring away customers from ever coming back?
That's collective punishment.
Supposedly there's oversight,
But it's mostly internal reports written by the same institutions doing the policing.
That's a recipe for corruption that we see over and over again in this country.
They saying all you have nothing to worry about.
we will investigate our own bad behavior.
Once you normalize this kind of abuse,
It gets easier and easier to abuse more in the future.
you may be comfortable now because the law isn't affecting you.
But if you don't stand up now, it will only be harder to stand up in the future.
One last thing. Yes, they included a social transformation committee in the bill to soften it.
As an afterthought.
But guess where most of the state's funding will be going?
Not toward housing and infrastructure and education and counseling.
But towards the military police occupation.
These transformation initiatives are never given enough resources to thrive by design.
And they are imposed from outside the community.
Don't fall for the PR.
History has shown again and again
That state violence just brings the same criminality and worse dressed up in a uniform.
The SOE in 2011 saw hundreds arrested, then later freed.
but the government had to pay for wrongful arrests.
That's right, your taxes paid for the state's misguided behavior.
So what's the alternative then? Crime is a socio-economic phenomenon.
When there is high unemployment,
No opportunities.
And rising costs of living.
those without any support system will take any chance they get to put food in their belly.
Instead of spending our tax money on policing and violent control,
We should be funding community kitchens
free health and legal clinics,
Conflict resolution workshops,
and recreational activities like sports.
and art programs.
These should be directed by the communities who have suffered from lack of resources.
The same communities the government wants to designate as special zones.
armed police and military occupation doesn't solve the issues.
But when all the government wants is to use a hammer,
We the people will start looking like nails.